So Deepinder Goyal, the CEO and founder of Zomato, put out a hiring post recently and it blew up.
You can only afford to donate 20 lakh rupees once.
It's a great opportunity, guys.
You are in Deepinder's DMs. I am deep in her DMs. We are not.
I'll sponsor it.
You can't live without mentioning cred in every episode. What's wrong with you, bro?
Welcome to another edition of the Indian Startup Desktop. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
So Deepinder Goyal, the CEO and founder of Zomato, put out a hiring post recently and it blew up. I'm looking for a chief of staff for myself. Someone who is hungry, is down to earth, wants to do the right thing, has grade A communication skills, and more importantly, has a learning mindset. Blah blah blah. However, this role is not a conventional role with the usual perks that such jobs come with. In fact, we are making this job unattractive for most people. How? Read on. There is no salary for this role for the first year. You will have to, in fact, pay 20 lakhs for this opportunity. 100% of this fee will be paid in the form of a donation directly to Feeding India, his own NGO. At our end, we want to demonstrate that we are not trying to save money here. We will contribute 50 lakhs to a charity of your choice. Second year onwards, we will start paying you the usual salary. Definitely more than 50 lakhs, but something we will only talk about at the start of year 2. Why pay for this role? We believe that people who apply for this role should do it for the learning opportunity it presents, rather than for a fancy, well paying job which will make you look cool in front of yourself or the people you want to impress. Damn! Saksham, what's your hot take on this?
Fuck this shit. The fact that he's saying it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, of course it is, because you can only afford to donate 20 lakh rupees once. Like, what even? How can you expect? You can call it a filtration criteria, but it also filters out everyone who doesn't have the money to actually afford this. There are so many smart, sharp, talented people who really would want to, work with Zomato. It's a great organization. It's a profitable organization, etc., etc. But this is absolutely horrendous. Like, fuck this shit.
Oh, why is it even horrendous? It's a great opportunity, guys. You can work with someone who was on Shark Tank, get his PR, work and deliver goodwill for 1.4 billion people in India, get a Bangladeshi guy to deliver at your doorstep. So many good things you can do this with, Ron.
Fuck you, Pawan. Of course you will say this. Now that you're a startup founder, you will of course want people to come
Oh,
work for you and pay you money.
this is how I'll be hiring now. I don't need VC money. I'll be getting it from my candidates.
Tell me you are hiring someone who comes from money without telling me you're doing this. Zomato jobs in 2030. Pay to Zomato. 30 lakh per annum, 3 acres zameen, one Fortuner.
Ask them
This
if we can
sounds like
set up a
Dahej.
ask them if we can set up a standing instruction.
No, this actually sounds like a Dahej ka list, actually.
Oh God, this is horrible.
But look at this. There's a conspiracy theory brewing as to why Deepinder Goyal and Zomato would even do this. We have noticed social media conversations around single dish restaurants listed on Zomato. We have identified all such restaurants that were potentially fraudulent and have delisted them on our platform. Blah blah blah. However, the restaurants highlighted were able to game our checks by using generic food names such as not strawberry and berry berry. Pawan, your favorite dish. We have further strengthened our fraud fix to proactively identify such cases to avoid similar incidents in the future. Guys, look, I know this is a conspiracy theory. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But if this is the reason why Zomato or Deepinder Goyal did this, it's fucking brilliant, isn't it?
Yes, the only thing that comes to my mind after reading these flavors or dishes is absolutely vapes or e-cigarettes being sold.
Zomato's chief of staff role is a masterclass on reputation management. Drugs were being sold by restaurants in Chandigarh through Zomato. Of course, where else will this happen? Now you had now you had to have a cover up that smoke screens this issue.
Hmm.
Otherwise, people will raise voices for government to take action on them. This is why having a strong PR game becomes more important as your company grows in size.
Yeah.
If what you're saying is the real truth, I'm really impressed with their PR game. I mean, I don't think so. Deepinder Goyal or anyone from the PR team expected it to blow up in this big way.
I will help you spell drugs without saying Dr. Deepinder Goyal. Best application ever.
This is great. This is too good.
But this is the funniest. You are in Deepinder's DMs. I am deep in her DMs. We are not. So after a couple of days, Deepinder's put out another hiring post after receiving a wave of applicants for this role, which makes a whole lot of sense. We have closed applications for my chief of staff role. We have received more than 18,000 applications. We will go through these applications over the next week and reach out to the people who think are the right fit for an organization. Blah, blah, blah. This wasn't just another hiring post. As some people pointed out, you have to pay us 20 lakhs was merely a filter to find people who had the power to appreciate the opportunity of a fast track career without getting bogged down by the constraints in front of them. We are going to reject most of the applications who have the money or even talked about the money. We are going to find genuine intent and learning mindset from the sea of applications we have received. It's not just that. He also posted a screenshot of him sending a DM to this Twitter character Arnav Gupta by saying, "Thanks for defending the idea. Appreciate it. Hopefully, one out of 100 people will get it, and that's exactly what we wanted. Between you and me, we will not eventually ask for 20 lakhs and pay the right person anyway." Sheesh,
Oh
what the
God.
fuck is
You
going
know,
on?
this is exactly like saying we'll hire the smartest candidate who agrees to work for us and pay us. Basically, he's trying to reinvent college tuition, but with LinkedIn endorsements.
Fuck all of this. One of the most interesting things for me was as soon as the post was put, there were a lot of characters or Twitter characters who have a lot of followers who came up and said that I'll sponsor it. Whoever gets in, I'll pay the money
What
for
are you
them.
saying? Oh God.
Guys, are you serious? Do you guys think you guys have more money than Deepinder Goyal? Seriously, he can't lend that money to his chief of staff by himself, and you guys need to sponsor it? Lol.
Yeah. Look, I think the most craziest part about this was, look, if Deepinder Goyal had just put out a post saying that he wants to hire a chief of staff, he would have received these many applications. I
Easily.
don't think this 20 lakhs added any sort of filter because people
It
with
did.
money, without the money, believed in the idea of money, did not believe in the idea of money. All of these people anyway applied. So how is this any different from a normal hiring post?
I will tell you how it's different. It is
Go for it.
so fucking great. It is so great because now with this filter, turns out it was actually a filter for 10,000 applications and 1 million memes. So I guess mission accomplished.
Seventh grade me saying Happy April Fool's Day to my crush after saying I love you. Yeah, look, I think it's a little weird because look, in nowhere apart from India do you see shit like this, and this is very
Yeah.
prevalent in government jobs, right? Or even medical seats for that matter, where you pay a huge upfront of money just to reserve a seat for you. I just didn't like the crux of all of this. I think it's a little too elitist, and it reeks of elitism behavior, especially from employers, right, Pavan? I'm sure you
I,
wouldn't
I
agree. To
I don't. But the funny part for me was how these two companies who are doing exactly same businesses are very different in the strategy. There is a Zomato on one side and there is a Swiggy on the other side.
Yeah.
One is going gung ho over all sorts of marketing. All PR is good PR, doing everything and anything to get them highlighted, get Twitter followers, so on and so forth. And there's one more guy who just went public at a slightly higher valuation, has more money in the bank now, slowly doing his business. Founder is never seen outside.
Yeah.
The characters actually represent Delhi and Bangalore in some ways, what I
Exactly.
hate.
I was just gonna say that you can clearly see Swiggy being a Bangalore or a South India preferred food delivery app versus Zomato being a clearly North Indian preferred app, and with all things that they mention around Chandigarh as well.
Look, I think the weirdest aspect about the entire post was this, right? Definitely more than 50 lakhs, but something we will only talk about at the start
Yeah.
of year two. That's literally, employer bullying, man, because you know that there's going to be a ton of candidates in India who look up to, and there's only a very few jobs and very few great companies to work for. So you know that it is a hiring market. So why would you even do this?
Yeah, I fully agree with you. I don't see why anybody would do this.
And look at the most funniest thing, right? So I think look, Deepinder Goyal didn't expect this to blow up, but once it did, he wanted to clarify his stance even more strongly, and he started running this as a fucking ad on Twitter. Imagine that.
Oh God. Oh
That's
God.
lame.
One of the comments is smoke screen to hide the smoke delivery.
Yeah.
When I
Imagine.
saw this for the first time, I felt that the ad budget isn't set in such a way that every ad from Zomato or from people from Zomato gets into like more popularity by running it on the channels. Then I figured it out that this guy has done it by himself, just to be clear to all the people who have read it.
But you know what? One thing's for sure. Kudos to them for always staying relevant and always staying in the news, right? I
Yeah.
think nobody can say anything about that. They're very relevant, and everybody talks about them even today. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I think that they're paying money and trying really hard to be what Cred also does, uh,
Of course you had to
but by
mention
spending
credit.
money on ads.
Yeah, of course you have to bring up credit.
You can't live without mentioning credit in every episode. What's wrong with you, bro? Seriously.
They are the one other company who is staying relevant. irrespective of spending money or not spending money or
Are
by
they
doing
paying you
quirky
money,
things like
Pawan?
this.
Is this sponsored?
I wish, man. I wish, really. I wouldn't mind sharing that money with all of us if they're sponsoring us. Oh, we have a
That's
sponsor.
anyway
I'll sponsor it.
hear from our sponsor for this episode. I actually love Swiggy a lot more now. They build in silence, stay in the background, quiet in their lane, and undistracted. Both brands are true to their colors. Swiggy, a calm monk mode orange. Zomato, a loud red.
This tweet actually doesn't make sense because Zomato's red is not too loud, just in their defense. But I fully agree that I actually even love Swiggy's marketing. What they've done recently, they've come up with a new video which has all of these contestants from Samir Raina's super hit show India's Got Latent, and all of
Oh
them are
yeah.
trying to make an order. And I just think it's so smart. You're getting the people and the show are getting the right traction, not spending as much money as you would have to hire celebrities and do this. And I think it's done in silence again. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Swiggy's marketing team, big ups to you guys.
Dude, look at this sexist tweet. Zomato is the wife, Swiggy is the husband.
I don't even know what that means.
Same here. What the fuck does that mean?
And I don't agree with the orange part being monk mode as well. If you know, if you know.
No, we don't.
No, we
What
don't.
are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I have no idea.
The public would be knowing what orange means in resonance with the Indian
What does it
political
mean?
system.
Please enlighten us. Pavan, please enlighten us.
Yeah, don't
What
go
is?
there. Don't go there.
Yeah.
Not there.
Why do you want to get blocked, Saksham? Are you not scared of your life?
Okay,
Wow.
before we end up the episode, let's do a quick, poll of hands. Which platform do you guys use to order food? Zomato or Swiggy? Sakshi, you
Swiggy.
go
I used to use Swiggy. I've moved to Zomato now of late.
first. Wow.
Delhi, we can see that.
Pavan, here?
Guilty.
Swiggy.
Yeah, same here. I've only used Zomato maybe like once in the last 1 year, and that's only when Swiggy's delivery executives were busy in my region.
Pete only used Zomato when he wanted the mild berry dish.
That is fun. That is fun.
For that, he uses Porter or a Rapid or a Dunzo.
That's it for this week's episode of the Indian Startup Desktop. See you next week. Bye
See you
bye.
guys.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.